Mighty Morphing Unboxing, E.G.O style. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone. It is I, the Dumbledore store is always open. Gandalf without the gray or the white, because I'm all black. Geordie LaForge, captaining this enterprise. And I'm not just Mr. Terrific, I'm Dr. Terrific, but I still believe in fair play. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Left Eye E.G.O. And sorry about not having any content for you guys this past Thursday. Shiro and I were in upstate New York for a wedding. Shouts out to the Mr. and Mrs. Fuster. You guys had an awesome wedding. If you guys want to know more about it, tune in this Sunday at 5 p.m. Central for Shiro and I's episode of Ordinary Games. We'll be talking about that. And also, just want to let you guys, I've been kind of down the last few weeks. Nothing too serious or alarming. It's just, the regular stuff. You have plans and partnerships and things you set up that kind of fall through. The job seems to be a bit much sometimes. And you know what? You just feel like you can get pulled in a million different directions. And, regardless of all that, I've still got great wife in the Shiro that's always going to pick me up when I'm feeling down. And I've got great friends that are always here to have a joke for me if I need it, that are going to pick me up as well. And it kind of brings me to the reason why I'm actually doing this unboxing today. One of my close friends, Justin Ice, came through and got me a gift that I want to unbox and share with you guys. And it's actually right here. This is awesome, and I cannot wait to unbox it with you guys. Quick backstory on this, and this is something Justin Ice knows and Shiro knows. The people that I've told before, I was homeschooled till about the age of like around 13 or 14, right? And so when you're homeschooled, all you want to do is watch the stuff that the public school kids were watching so you could be cool, have some kind of measurement of it, right? So the way we did this when I was around 7 or 8 was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Fantastic show. And the second episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that I ever saw was the Pudgy Pig episode. I believe they called it, what do they call it? Food Fight. It was episode 6 of season 1, or 5 or 6 of season 1, right? So we're watching it, me and my brothers having a good time. My mom sees it's like, that's demonic, cut that off. And so we immediately had to turn it off. Missed out on almost half of the first season of Power Rangers, right? And I'm just like, Mom, please, Zordon's kind of like the Lord, and a Power Ranger kind of like disciples. So when he says it's morphing time, it's kind of like it's witnessing time, right? And so they're fighting evil on behalf of Zordon, like the Lord. So they're like disciples. And so whether or not my mom believed me or my dad believed me at that point was irrelevant. They kind of just gave up and let me start watching it again. And so it's an experience I'll never forget. And it's why this gift was such an awesome reminder of that story. So I'll actually be reviewing the Pudgy Pig action figure from Mighty Morphin Powers today. And we are going to be giving it the E.G.O statistics, because we don't do that 1 to 5 star crap over here. It's 1 to 5 E.G.Os. And again, we're going to be using the Papa method, not Big Papa, baby. Going on presentation, articulation, posability, and accessories. So with that, let's get right into it. Based on the box, as you can see right here, it's actually a very considerably wide box. It's almost giving me kind of the presentation that you would see in kind of the Funko Pops, those new ones that they're making that are kind of wide and extended for their actual like bigger pops. So it's kind of giving me that feeling right now. It's got Pudgy Pig. It's got the name on here, kind of a different art style for the pig here, and it's kind of giving me a side view here, and in the back it shows kind of what it should be like when it's out of the box. So you know what? It's not too bad. The box is actually pretty sturdy. So as far as presentation right now, I kind of give it a three. It's got a little heft to it. I like it, but like they say, it's what's on the inside that counts. All right, guys. So here's me actually trying to start opening this thing, and I will tell you what you didn't see was how long it took just to pull this thing out of the box. From the wrists, the shoulders, the hoof, feet, and the accessories were pretty tied down to keep everything, I guess, contained within the box. So after using a key bar and a few minutes, I was able to get everything out. And so I will tell you one thing, this thing has got some heft to it. That pudgy pig head is about maybe 80 to 90% of this entire action figure's weight. And you can actually see this by me trying to actually sturdy the head to balance the entire body. So, now that I've actually got it there, oops, dropped the hoof. Boy, I got to put that back on there. Got it. So what I'm doing now is just checking the articulation of everything after I actually put the hard, I guess it's the feathered piece of the Trojan helmet. I almost felt like I was going to actually break this thing because it was a short stub that you had to put into the base of the helmet for Pudgy Pig. But once it's in there, it sits and feels really great. There's incredible detail on the hairs on there, and now I'm actually checking for the articulation points. With this, how big and just massive this head is, you would be surprised to note that there are over 12 points of articulation on this action figure. I mean, from the elbow joints, the wrist of the hoof wrists, the ankles of the hoofs, the knees of the hoofs, and even this. Look at this. Check this out, guys. The mouth actually opens. That is some sweet, sweet ingenuity by the manufacturing team. Even though it's Pudgy Pig, you wouldn't actually expect to have this kind of articulation at the jawline. So I mean, just for articulation alone, I'm almost have to give this 4 egos, guys. So posability is kind of going to be like maybe a 3 on this one, just because I didn't want to actually fall over. So once I found a position that worked, I kind of just left it like that. Even the picture on the box doesn't really have him taking that wide of a stance, so I didn't want to chance it. Hence the reason why we have a 3. So now we're actually moving on to the accessories on here. And you know what? I actually dig that it's just a fork and knife. They really want to keep it meat and potatoes, no pun intended, for this action figure. And so I did like the fact that they include the fork and the knife. And again, just here's me trying to get the pose right, and kind of manipulating the knee and the ankle joints, and actually some of the hip joints as well, just to get it to make sure it stands. And hey, finally got it. So now here's me actually putting on the green bolt. I actually had a little bit of trouble doing this one just because it's supposed to go over the fork. And what you'll see me trying to do is put it over the third prong of this fork. But when I looked back on the box, it only goes on 2 out of the 3 prongs. So it kind of sits slightly out of place. But if you have the right angle, you would never know the difference. And so I'm actually still working on this here. This is why I'm not allowed around paper with perforated lines, because I can't even get that right. I swear I was a menace in all of the art classes, which is why it's taking me forever to put this on, but I finally got it. So look at this. It actually included an extra set of hoofs to go along with the fork, the knife, and the actual, I guess, the green energy bolt. So I mean, I would just give them 4 egos on this one too, just because it was more than what I was expecting. Overall, this was a great action figure, and I am so thankful for the friends I have in my family. Guys, this was great. Thanks for joining me. E.G.O out.